I'm Mickey Six with Scenes from the Underground, and we are doing a special interview with Rudy Flores, the inventor, proprietor of the really cool Army Man project. Hello, Rudy. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good, thank you. So, we're here obviously for the Army Man project, and amongst other things that you can see. So, can you tell me a little bit what is the Army Man project exactly?
It's basically just a community project where we invite people to the studio to get them 3D scanned and 3D printed, and then we basically turn them into an old school Army Man style figurine with packaging included that is customized for that person, you know, their jobs or hobbies, whatever they do.
I noticed that you have different sizes of figures. You have the standard sizes, which are...
They're 3 1/4 inches.
Then you have the bigger ones that can be customized, is that correct?
Yeah, we can print up to about 7 to 8 inches horizontally. We picked the smaller size because that's closest to the old school size.
Okay, how much, what's the cost if somebody from the public wants to come and do an actual Army Man
So
themselves?
in the Kickstarter, we want to make it as affordable as possible and give an incentive to people to, you know, get in on it. And there's $60 for the base. And just because it's an incentive, we're gonna break the price once Kickstarter's over. And anywhere from 65 to 70. You know, and that covers, you know, the scan, the cleanup, the printing, the packaging. They get to keep their figure.
And how much for the bigger ones?
Those range, around 175. They go higher if they're going to be hand painted.
Wow, that's cool. So they're all customizable to. I know you showed us the one of Barb over there that was hand painted by your wife.
My girlfriend.
Your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Those are hand painted. Looks amazing, by the way. How long does something like that take?
Well, the process without painting is usually about 7 hours, which includes a scan, cleanup, printing, designing the package.
That's per figure?
That's per figure. So there's some work involved. The actual hand painting can take, 20 hours, 10 to 20 hours.
Right.
Depends on the level of detail. She's really meticulous as far as, like Barb, for instance, has a lot of tattoos, and she got in there and tried to, replicate all that.
Yeah, she got the face like, perfect.
Oh, yeah,
It was
yeah.
amazing what she did. Killer artwork. What made you decide to do this project?
I started 3D scanning, and it was mostly with the intention of just manipulating the scans. And then I thought about maybe doing the old Army Man, but just make them look a little funnier, just change them, manipulate them a little bit. And then Gabe had the idea, my son had the idea to actually start scanning bands since we do so much band artwork. And Gardner was the first, so we tested on them, and it actually, worked out. So from there, we just decided to include the community.
That's pretty cool. It's an amazing project what you're doing. So you have an event coming up for the Army Man project.
Exactly.
You're doing a Kickstarter which ends on
July 25th.
July 25th.
12 days.
12 days. 12 days is doing it, guys. Get a scan if you can. Can you tell me a little bit about the event?
The event we're shooting for November. It'll be at Club Congress, and we have access to pretty much the entire facility. We're going to end up, instead of just displaying these in packages on walls, we're going to build small dioramas, kind of like an old, like a train model type setup.
Yeah, well, that's
and
so
just
cool.
replicate little areas of Tucson. And that way people can walk up and pick out their friends or find themselves in this display. Just make it more interactive.
That's really cool.
So yeah, that's the plan in November. It depends on the end result of the Kickstarter, how many people we end up with. Because right now we're around 70 people.
Wow.
So aside from having to scan them and print them, we have to simultaneously build these sets.
That's insane. So everything's hand done except for the scan, of course. So you're talking about doing dioramas completely by hand.
Yeah, everything will be. We'll have 3D printed parts as well as laser cut parts, and then they'll be the backdrops will have actual textures, like building textures, murals from around town.
Wow, you're really going all through. So that's really cool.
Yeah, it was a crazy idea. And once I was trying to have somebody talk me out of it, and once I brought it up, it just seemed like the way to go.
Yeah. How much is it going to cost to get to the event?
That'll be a free event.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you plan on doing afterwards? Once you make your goal and everything, is this something you're going to continue doing?
Take a long nap and then start series 2. Because I know, there's people we want to get to, and we're not going to get to in this series, and that's why we went with having a series, because that way we can catch them on the next one. So yeah, that's kind of that. But we're actually doing Comic-Con too, which is in a few months. So
Here in town?
Yeah.
Nice.
So we'll be making creatures that will be selling. We'll end up printing and casting for that. So it's a lot of work.
After the event at Congress, these will still be available to the public for purchase?
Yeah, we're trying to work that part of it out because everything's been a one-off. My intention was to make 2 copies. One would go to the participant, and then the other is for the event. But there's been interest in individual pieces, if people want to purchase them,
Right.
their friends. So I think at some point we'll end up casting and casting multiples of these for people. And that's going to have to work out individually. That way they're getting they're benefiting from this too.
Right. Right now, I notice you have a lot of Tucson personalities and a lot of musicians, I guess. But can anybody from Tucson or whatever?
No, it's for everyone. I mean, the only thing there's certain limitations on animals and pets and smaller children, infants or toddlers, just because you have to be able to sit still
Right.
or stand for quite a bit of time. But this is for everyone. I mean, it started out as a musician thing, and then slowly worked towards other artists. But we want the mailman, we want firefighters, everyone athletes.
I saw the balloon guy.
Yeah, he's amazing, man. I was surprised that he even scanned and he made this cool balloon animal thing. It came out great.
Tell me a bit about the process.
So basically, you just try to catch you like you're in the middle of doing whatever it is you do. We try to catch people in their element, and then the camera basically measures the distance between you and the camera, and it starts filling in the space and making this model. And then from there, we take that model and clean it up. There's usually some artifacts there you got to clean up a little. And then from there, it takes that model and slices it several times for the printer to interpret so it can print layer by layer. And that's basically the process. We'll go back in and add details because we won't pick up everything. Like say vest, for instance, we might go back in and add buttons or something.
Right.
Pick up some of that stuff.
But how detailed can you get, like the images?
Yeah, well, anything that's flat, it's not going to get it because it's got the print. And it'll show it in the rendering, but the print itself, there's no actual surface to it.
Let's see.
So
That's cool. Let's talk about the Melvins one. You had a signed set of the Melvins. They were just here not too long ago. You had a signed set that went on eBay for Jerry, of course.
Yeah.
Can we expect to see other big bands that come through?
That's the plan. I mean, sometimes they'll contact us, or if I know somebody coming through that we want to work with, we'll send them a message. Facebook is kind of hard because it kind of just goes off into space somewhere.
Yeah.
I have a friend who used to live in Seattle. She's a DJ. She knows them. She said, "Hey, this guy's doing this project," and that's how we got the Malvins. But yeah, there's a lot of bands we want to work with.
Yeah, definitely.
It usually end up being metal bands, but it's just something that I'm into. But we're open to other bands. Cheech and Chong's coming through, and we actually wrote to them, and just because that's something that affected my childhood.
Yeah.
So, and their manager actually messaged back, saying, "Well, what would you need from them?" So now it's just kind of a wait and see.
Cool.
Timing is everything too, because sometimes bands only here for a certain amount of time. They're in and out. The Melvins, we didn't have to scan really quick out the upstairs lobby. Club Congress is supposed to have it here where you have better lighting. So yeah, we just had to run up, do it, and luckily it worked out.
Did the Melvins get to keep a copy of their figures?
They'll each be getting a complete set of their figures.
Nice.
And then the 4th set, that one will be auctioned off.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're setting up the auction right now.
Right. And when you do auctions, do you go strictly through eBay or is there other?
We just go through eBay because I think that's where most collectors go.
Yeah.
The Yop set, that's where we sold their set. That one pretty well.
Well, you've done the Melvins and Yob. Who else have you done?
We did Anvil,
Oh, wow.
Lord Dying. But we did Scott Reeder and Emily Burke from Fireball Ministry. And he's from Caius. And he's one of our, that's one of our favorite bands. And he actually came to my house with a stand, which was just mind blowing. He's sitting on my couch playing his bass.
Right on.
He's such a good guy. So
that's cool. You've got quite a few doors open for this.
Oh yeah.
People and stuff.
Yeah. So when you do one, then it kind of leads to more.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Eventually, we'd like to be able to travel and do this. We can just hop in a van and just do a tour and hit all the bands that we haven't been able to get to because there's conflicts with the tour schedule. Just for the experience,
So does it have to be in person, or can somebody send a picture in or something?
It has to be in person. We looking into software that maybe people use on their phones so they can scan each other. It'll be kind of limited as far as the detail they can get. It's not the type of scanner we have, but it might be an option down the road.
That's cool. That's just all mind-blowing what you
Yeah,
do. That's
it's
great.
cool.
All right, I don't want to get off subject, but I know you've done some album art for a few bands you mainly got on there.
Yeah.
Stuff. Who else have you done album art for? A little bit more.
They've been primarily, the one that kept me the busiest,
Yeah.
But we really try to establish a look for them, and we've done the last three that they've progressed a lot since then. Their projects usually take 4 to 6 months, so usually I'll throw out a flyer or something for another band. But over the last 2-3 years, Gardner's been the one.
That's crazy.
But then working with them has led to this like the Southwest Terror Fest. I did last year's, design. Posters and some of the posters this year too, and the t-shirt designs.
Nice.
It was nice to be able to represent all these bands like Neurosis and Oscar Punisher, Pelican, Goat Snake from the last year's tours, all in one poster. So it's been a lot of fun.
Time consuming.
Oh yeah, totally, yeah. Officially giving up sleep just because like I said, if I'm not at work doing it, I'm at home doing it. There's a lot of tight deadlines, yeah.
When you do all this, like album covers and whatnot, you're advertising for music stuff, what mediums do you prefer? Like, I know this is woodcut lithos, which you explained.
Yeah, those are originally from lino cuts, which for a while that was my thing, and I just loved doing it because you could just sit down and just carve in these blocks of wood and just get lost in it. But then my girlfriend and I attended Monster Palooza in California. And I already had the printer by then, and I saw people making these really cool sculptures. And it wasn't traditional sculpting; it was 3D prints that they were casting.
That's great.
And that's when her and I got the idea. Well, we have this access. We have access to this. We should just pursue it. Because I want to start seeing, our creatures and our designs.
Yeah.
In a 3D format. So yeah, that's been the primary.
You've taken painting to a whole new level of painting, so to speak.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too, because her and I work so well together. This allows us to work together. I can make these figures and I hand off to her, that she applies these paints to it. It looks completely different than I had envisioned, but it's always better.
So do you ever use traditional mediums like colors or oils or anything like that?
I've done some acrylics, mostly stencil work on wood. Not a lot of color. I have a fear of color. It's really simplified to blacks, reds, and
Well, it's amazing what you can do. I mean, I've never seen art so intricate that's not drawn, I guess, or painted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so.
Everything starts off as like paper, like pen and paper illustration, and then from there I'll usually scan and then redo everything in Illustrator, with the weight column, with the pressure sensor, and
Cool. So, what are your future plans with the Ironman project and other endeavors that you got going?
Yeah, we'll start series 2, probably a couple months after this exhibit. And then after that, her and I would just keep on with our own design, creatures. I'd love to do a stop motion film. A friend of mine, Andrew Rivas from Symphonics, he just did a commercial for one of my figures. I'll end up casting Sally as a paint kit. The commercial he did is ridiculous. It just took the figure to another level. So now that I know, capable of between the two of us.
Yeah.
You know, I like to do some kind of stop motion stuff.
You mentioned creatures a few times, and like, is that your main thing? Is doing like monsters and stuff?
I just want to make ugly stuff. I mean, usually, no matter what I try to sit down and draw, it's going to end up looking creepy. You know, it just kind of seeps out. But yeah, I just want to make beasts, basically. You know, just maybe some action figures or some models. So yeah, that's just kind of my interest right now.
Is this kind of new to the art world, or is this something that's been going on for a minute?
No, I mean, I'd like to take new technologies and work, kind of embed them into older technologies, things I've been doing, like,
right.
Since I work at a sign shop, I have access to certain things like, LEDs and all this, so I'll take my illustrations, like these for instance, like the governor, the lid piece, and I'll route from the back side and then light it from the edges, that way the routed parts catch the light. So it's just trying to push what I've already been doing into a different direction using technology.
That's cool. Cool. So to reiterate, the gallery show is in November.
That's the plan, yes.
Tentatively.
Yeah, exactly.
Vehicle Congress. Keep an eye out for that. We'll definitely have an advertisement for that when you're ready. And I'd like to thank you for your time and for the tour and everything.
Yeah, appreciate
Ladies and gentlemen, Rudy Flores with the Iron Man Project, amongst other awesome things. You can check them out at Facebook.
Yeah, on Facebook, and then we have the project at www.armymanproject.com. Then I have my personal art site, which is moscaroja.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And we'll also link that up on the site so if anybody wants to look for them after the interview. Thank you, Rudy. It was a
Thanks so
pleasure.
much. Yeah, appreciate it.
And we will see you in November.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.